Good morning everybody, Sean at Aloha Pigeons, and today is going to be the second time we're using the Skyleader GPS rings on a Loft release. So let's go look at the data. So this is the data we have from our Skyleader GPS rings. And on the screen you can see there's three distinct tracks. And the red track represents the first time we used the Skyleader GPS, and that was on a road toss from the southeast side of Oahu on the right hand side of the screen. And that's the track the bird took back to get to the loft on the left hand side of the screen. The blue track represents the first time we put a GPS ring on a bird when it was released from the loft and it ranged. And this was the first time we were able to see where the bird actually flies when it disappears for close to an hour. And it was very interesting to see that it followed a very similar route, if not the same route, as the birds do when they come back from their road tosses. And then so we wanted to see, including myself and other viewers, wanted to see if this was just a fluke or this was something that was the norm. So what I did today is I used all 5 GPS rings that I have and I put them on 5 different birds. And when I released them from the loft this morning, unfortunately 2 of those birds didn't want to range, and that included the bird that is represented by this red track and blue track. However, 3 of the birds with the rings on their legs did want to range, and they were accompanied by I think 2 other birds. So it's a flock of 5 birds this morning that are represented by this green track. And you know, surprisingly or not surprisingly, it's very similar. So again, they wanted to fly the same route as they do on their road training tosses and probably from the race. And they flew into town. They were gone for probably 45 minutes this morning. I'll zoom in into town. So once they got into town, they started flying around a little bit. And you can see the green line is actually represented by a yellow, green, and purple line. And you can see in town how much they were flying around before they made the decision to fly back to the loft. And you know, I'm not sure exactly why they picked this point in town, but you can see right here in the top left hand corner of the screen, there's a lot of wild pigeons in that area. So maybe they meet up with other flocks of wild pigeons and fly around there for a while, and then they head back to the loft. So I think the test went well today. It seems like the data we got from the Skyleader GPS rings this morning would indicate that the birds like flying a particular route even when you only release them from the loft. And in my case, that route's the same route they take back from the races. So I thought it was very interesting. I hope you did as well. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button. This is Sean from Aloha Pigeons. Aloha everybody.